Hello, good morning, my dear students. So, in this video, we discussed about what is parallelogram law of vector addition. So, all of you open your book and copy parallelogram law of vector addition. Okay. So, what is parallelogram law of vector addition? What is its significance? So, first, all of you write parallelogram law of vector addition. So, if two vectors are represented, all of you write if two vectors are represented represented in magnitude and direction by the two adjacent sides adjacent sides of a parallelogram drawn from a point drawn from a point comma then their resultant is represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram parallelogram drawn from the same point from the same point. Okay, so all of you write this, then after this I will explain all the things to you. So what is parallelogram law of vector addition? So in the first line it is written if two vectors are represented in magnitude and direction by the two adjacent sides. Suppose this is vector A and this is the vector B. Okay, this is vector A and this is vector B. So their resultant is represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram drawn from the same point. So first we draw the diagonal parallelogram. So in parallelogram, you know, two sides are equal and parallel. So this is the vector A and this is vector. So this is the diagram for parallelogram which is drawn from two adjacent sides A and B. Okay. First we complete this parallelogram. Okay. So here are two diagonals. One diagonal is in this way. One diagonal is this and the another diagonal is this. So one diagonal is this and the other diagonal is this. So they are talking about which diagonals. So this is the important line. So what is the resultant? Resultant is represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram drawn from the same point. Suppose if we draw vector B in this way and vector A in this way. So this line represents the resultant, which is the starting point of the vector. So this is the resultant line, capital R. So concept is clear. If two vectors Now read one by one line. If two vectors are represented in magnitude and direction by two adjacent sides and diagonal which are drawn from the same point. So same point is common here. This is the same point. So diagonal is capital R, which is the resultant of vector A and B. So now one more thing. What is the angle between A and B? Suppose two vectors are joined, one head and one tail. So if tail to tail coincide, then the angle formed by these two vectors is called angle of vector. So theta, or this is also theta. This is the angle between two vectors. Okay. Formula is same. There is no change in the formula in triangular law and in parallelogram law. So formula is same. Formula is what? Capital R equal to under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay. And what is the value for tan alpha? Alpha is the resultant angle. Tan alpha equal to b sin theta upon a plus b cos theta. Tan alpha equal to b sin theta upon a plus b cos theta. Okay. So tan alpha and r, there is no change in resultant and magnitude. In theory, there are two laws. One is triangular law and another is parallelogram law. Now we want to discuss about special cases. How we calculate the resultant and the resultant angle for these two vectors. So this is the vector resultant r equal to under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay. So all the things which depend upon value theta. So here are two conditions. First for maximum value of resultant, and the second one is for minimum value. So here comes the maximum value and it is the minimum value. So one by one I discussed both the points. For maximum value of r, if r equal to maximum, then cos theta will also be maximum. And tell me what is the value of cos theta, maximum value of cos theta. That means cos theta equal to 1. So in this case, theta equal to 0 degree. 0 degree means A and B are parallel to each other. A and B are parallel to each other. Okay. And if we talking about R minimum, then what is the value of cos theta? Cos theta will also be minimum. And tell me what is the value of minimum value of cos theta? Cos theta equal to -1. So in this case, theta equal to 180 degree. 180 degree means A and B are opposite to each other. Okay. So R maximum and R minimum is clear to all of you. Now what is the value of maximum value and what is the value of minimum resultant? So one by one we discussed. So see, cos theta. If we put cos theta equal for R maximum, if we put cos theta equal to +1, so what we get? R equal to under root a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, a square plus b square plus 2ab, and this is the formula for a plus b whole square. This is the formula for what? A plus b whole square. So R maximum is what? A plus b. Okay, and if we calculate R minimum, then what is the value? R equal to under root a square plus b square minus 2ab. So a square plus b square minus 2ab. What we get? A minus b whole of square. So R minimum we get a minus b. Okay. So in this video, you know about what is the maximum value of R and what is the minimum value of R. So R maximum equal to a plus b and R minimum equal to a minus b. So is there any doubt? Then tell me. Okay, student.